Hello everyone, it's Thalan McRom, and this time we're trying another survival game slash RPG. I'm not really sure which category you want to put this one in. I think it's a bit of both. And it's called Beyond the Map. Now, the idea is that you're a character, and you've been dropped off on this island, and you're trying to survive and figure out what's going on. So we're going to start a new game, because I've only seen like one video on this. I have not played any of this. And it's in early access, and we get to pick from these three starting like classes. It kind of determine our starting traits, as well as like we get some extra bonuses. Like for example, the Marine is kind of your basic fighter type. You don't drop your weapons if you die, and food lasts 50% longer. That's cool. The Pirate, um, 2 times stacks in inventory, which is pretty good if you like treasure. Eyes treasure from afar, so I guess you see loot and stuff from further away. And then the Scholar, your tools last 100% longer, and discoveries grant experience. Um, like all these sound great. I mean, I'm a big loot goblin, so I'll probably go with the Pirate myself. Um, and as it even says down here, you know, yes, it gives you these traits, but it doesn't change what you can do. All classes can do the same things. In other words, you can like get the same um, weapons and all that stuff. You can build yourself however you want. It does give you like a starting ability here, basically. Like so, for example, the Marine gets this Royal Banner thing that says, reduces damage taken by you and your allies and restores 30% of missing health every second. That's actually really good for like tanking. Um, Grab and run increases movement speed by 50% for 10 seconds for you and all nearby allies, and its cooldown is reduced by 5 seconds every time you loot an item. So basically, loot 3 items, eliminate your cooldown because it's 15-minute. Oh, sorry, 15-minute cooldown. My mistake. Oh wow, so never mind. I thought that 15 seconds. All these are 15-minute cooldowns. Um. Okay, and the Scholar gets an arcane portal, which creates an unstable portal that exists for 5 minutes and allows teleportation to any other active portals in the current world. Yeah, that's interesting. So I think this game is kind of designed with the idea that co-op will be a big thing. And if you're wondering why you're not hearing any music, it's because I've turned the music off. I don't want any copyright strikes. But we're going to go with the Pirate. There we go. So you can do a little bit of customization. Let's see here. Try to find a good face. And we'll go with that one. Skin. Alright, so sliders. This feels very like World of Warcrafty kind of. Yeah, there we go. Can I rotate? No. Okay. Color. Well, kind of like the gray. Beard. Yeah, I gotta always have a good full beard here. Ah, good. I can get the beard to match. There we go. Name. We'll just randomize this. Theron. Theron's good. Alright. There we go. Modifiers. Lost or found when you die, you drop your equipment. All experience gained is increased by 30%. That's kind of interesting that you can get these like little modifiers. Lethal hunt on clear nights. The undead rises hunt you. Construction costs reduced by 30%. That's kind of cool. I like that. They could add a lot of cool little modifiers if they keep up this vein. Obviously, game's still in early access, so we don't know what all that they will do, and then we're just gonna play. So we're gonna jump into it here. All right, so we start washed up on this island. Okay, so we can move. It's telling me I'm gonna do WASD. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so we press E. We need an axe for that. All right. Can we get these? What about this? There we go. Well, we found a healing potion. How do I... Okay, just run over it. Alright. There we go. Start with the basic survival things. Can we do anything with this? No. Okay, so those sticks are just there. Got it. But basically, we're going to do some of the starting off survival stuff. Grab some wood, grab some sticks, grab some rocks. All that stuff. And then there's these little chests on the beach you can find. These little washed up boxes. Which have apparently like potions and stuff in them. That was a mana potion on that one. Another healing potion, some mana potions. Not gonna complain about that. Alright. Let's check our inventory real quick. That's tab for inventory. And what about crafting? Where's our crafting menu? Nope. H. H is the crafting menu. Not what I expected. Alright, so it wants us to make a wooden spear. Yeah, okay, got it. So craft one wooden spear. So there's our first weapon. And then the lumber axe. There we go. Cool. And now it wants us to build a workbench. But let's go ahead and chop up this wood. There we go. Can we chop this up? No. That's for some reason I thought there was a way to gather up those sticks. We're going to get a little bit more wood, because we're going to need a lot of wood. There we go. Because we're also going to build a workbench here to continue our objectives. I wonder if there's like a map. There is a map. Oh, wow. This map is actually quite large. So we washed up here. Cool. Alright. Grab a few more rocks because we're running a little low on rocks. There we go. If there's anything out here in the water. Oh, we can swim. Oh, I see we build up fatigue as we go out here in the water. Interesting. So I'm guessing we don't want to swim for too long. Okay. Cool. Good to know. Alright, let's grab that. Oh, we can chop up this stump. I know that it's worth it. Oh, we found a mushroom of some sort. Found another mushroom. Let's see here. So this can be grilled. Look at that one. They're soup ingredients. Alright. Alright. So let's see here. Map-wise. It wants us to build... Well, not map-wise, but like quest-wise wants us to build a workbench. So let's do that right here. It's kind of an open spot. A little bit into the woods, but that's okay. So let's see here. So it wants us to build a workbench, which we have all the parts for. So this looks like the kind of Valheim thing where you have to craft stuff within a zone of the workbench. This minimap's interesting. I changed the options on that minimap. Graphics, high, fine, resolution's good. Rolls, yep, misc. Interesting. Okay. So you can turn friendly fire on and off. Let's see what we can craft in here. So, it wants us to craft a bow. So, one bow. And we don't have any bronze, so let's make some flinted arrows. There we go. And now it wants us to build a campfire, which we have all the stuff for, so we'll put that like over here. Alright. Rest near a campfire. How do we do that? Oh, I guess we just stand near it. It wants us to build a bed, which we have. We'll build that like right here for now. Build a roof over our bed. Okay. Ah, wooden structures. Here we go. Like, oh, that's funny. I can build the floor under the bed. Alright, how do I rotate? R. I'm out of wood. I was like, why is this up? Out of wood. That's the answer. There we go. Okay, so we can just hold it down. It will move us to the next log. I'm also going to grab some more of these mushrooms because I think that's not what I wanted, but I'll get this tree down. Wanted the mushroom. Because I think it's going to have us cook food here in the near future if we follow survival game logic. Let's go with that one. Alright, there we go. Now let's see about finishing building this. So you can go up and down levels. There we go. And then thatched roof. Nope. Rotate. There we go. And so there's a bed with a roof over it. Now it wants us to build a storage chest. Put that right here. There we go. Alright. Cook. Alright, so... Oh, we do need to add fuel to the fire. There we go. And it just uses wood, looks like. Let's throw the mushrooms in here. Plus 20 health. There we go. So these would be like our healing items. Oh, it only cooks one at a time. That's interesting. And let's also go ahead and cook up these mooncap ones as well. Oh, so these restore mana, so that'll be good. Okay. Stone tools cannot be repaired. Okay, that's good to know. As I'm sitting here looking at our inventory. Alright, so let's go in here and eat one of these. There we go. Okay, so it makes our maximum health plus 20. And this... Can we only eat one? Looks like we can only have one food active at a time. Are we doing that right? So it looks like. Alright. So that wants us to make linen cloth. Oh, collect linen cloth. And it looks like right clicks our ranged attack. We have to go to the coastline here. Gonna grab some more of these mushrooms as we see them. Alright. So we got some salt. Okay. Alright. There we go. Alright. Alright. So it looks like you can kind of sunlock them. What's this? Found stone. We got this guy. This guy looks like an archer of some sort. So we're gonna walk up and get him in melee here. So we're gonna grab a little bit more of this wood while we're sitting here thinking about it. Yeah, I know the axe is wearing down. Let's grab some stone, because we're gonna need a new axe soon. So, yeah, our axe is down to 44%. Okay, so let's see here. We got this charred scroll of the Ember Mage. So if we learn this, it will teach us Fireball rank 1. There we go. And what's this? Page 15 of the Marine's Manual. This will teach us Aimed Shot rank 1. Okay. So we got some of the linen cloth we need. What's this guy? Old Soldier's Badge. This will teach us Sweeping Strike. Okay. Let's go. What's our skill list here? Let's see. C is skills. Interesting. Okay. This is interesting. Each level choose to unlock a new skill or create a connection between two adjacent slots. So, oh, okay. If I want the fireball, there we go. Let's see if we can't find a volunteer to try out our new skill. I'm gonna grab some of these bones. Then I will need sea bones for things. Kind of like that fireball, and it does have an AoE. And there we go, we leveled up. Okay, so we can hold it down, just not very fast. Alright. Grab a little more wood, because we're going to need some more arrows soon. That was right. Let's go ahead and level up again. So, for example, if we go here, we can put in our sweeping strikes, which is you sweep your weapon in a wide strike, or powerful shot for pierce damage. Also, it looks like we don't recover health. So we recover health slowly, but we do recover mana slowly. Okay. Good to know. I was curious about that. Alright. So it looks like we got enough. There we go. Grab some turtle meat. Okay. So we do recover our stuff over time. Just not fast. There we go. Gonna grab some more of these potions. They're here. They're free. They're available. Might as well have them, right? Okay. Let's head back to base now. And let's go make these clothes it wants us to make out of this fabric we made. Because we got 13. Wanted us to get 10. So we should have enough. I'm going to grab some of these mushrooms. Just because if we're going to do any more mage stuff, it might be nice to have a little higher, you know, mana. Ooh. Here we are. Looks like our campfire's out. That's fine. We have plenty of fuel. Alright, so let's throw this. Let's cook this turtle meat real quick. See what it does for us. What do you say? And the answer is, oh, it gives us plus 20 intellect. It's different than the mushrooms, I think. Yeah, because that's plus 20 mana. So I'm not sure what plus 20 intellect does. So it's intellect, spell power, intellect. So it increases our spell power and our maximum mana. And mana gained from all sources. Oh. Alright. Do we get like... I wonder if there's ways to permanently increase our intellect. Anyways. So it wants us to make basic armor and craft it. So it wants us to make chest armor. It wants us to make pants. And shoes. And a cloak. There we go. Alright. So if we go into here, go to our inventory, we can see where that gives us, 6 elemental resistance, health on kill. Okay. It looks like there's some random effects that your armor can get about things that it does. So mana on basic hit, critical damage, movement speed, crit speed. Interesting. I wonder if that's random per time you do it, or if it can be changed. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so that's that. What's our next? Flint skinning knife. How do we do that? Flint skinning knife. There we go. 1 rock and 1 linen. Well, that's easy enough. We already got that. Some leather scraps. I'm going to guess it wants us to go hunt something. Make some more arrows while I'm sitting here thinking about it. There we go. Alright. I need some more rocks. I should probably also make a pickaxe. Well, you know what? We'll wait on the pickaxe. We'll wait. I'm sure it's going to tell us to do that if we keep following the tutorial. I'm going to guess we get leather from this pig. There we go. Nope. Wanted the mushroom. There we go. Pig. Oh. Pig is aggressive. There we go. Yep, that's what we needed the skinning knife for. And we got some leather scraps. Now it wants us to make a leather working table. Yep. Our axe is wearing out. So we're going to have to make a new stone axe here in a second, folks. Just going to go ahead and chop up the last of this wood. Because if we're going to make a leather working table, we're probably going to need it. So. It's completely dull. Oh, yeah. Oh, so that's interesting. The axe doesn't actually break. It just basically becomes useless. So we'll have to, like, dismantle that or something. There we go. So let's see here. Can I do anything with said axe? It just says trash. I can't just throw it out. Alright. Grab this extra mushroom here. And let's go ahead and repair our axe. There we go. Create. Just replace it. There we go. So getting used to the crafting menu here. H is such a weird button for a crafting menu. Alright, so now it wanted us to make a leather working bench. Tailoring, leatherworking. There we go. We come into here. Nope. That wants us to build a tailoring bench. Okay. Create a pickaxe. How do we create a pickaxe? Is that on the tool bench? Lumber, bone pickaxe. Yes. Good thing I grabbed the seed bones. They looked useful. I'm glad I grabbed them. Alright, there we go. Tin ore. I don't think we've seen tin ore. What's that? That's new mushroom. Let's get this pig. There we go. We leveled up again. There we go. That pig decided he wanted some, so we're going to get it and cook it. Let's see what this rock gives us. It's just stone. See if we can't find what tin ore looks like. That's a wolf over there. Do you want to fight the wolf, per se? What do we get from these bushes? 1 wood. Okay. Some sort of camp over here. There's some sort of abandoned structure there. Can we jump? We can roll, though. How do I get up there? I want that treasure chest. What's this? Is this just regular rocks as well? Yep. Can I build, like, stairs? Oh, we have to have a workbench nearby. That's not what I wanted. Oh, middle mouse will let us rotate. Okay, so let's go ahead and build a workbench here real quick. There we go. And then stairs. Yep, let's rotate that the other way. Come on. Close enough. There we go. Alright. Gentle with your computer there, bud. Alright, so we found some azurite and some zircon. We'll take all that. Okay. Let's keep looking for this tin ore. Don't really want all these wolves. Oh, we can zoom out. Just a little bit, though. It's just wood. Yeah, it's just wood. Okay. Okay. Got the drowned apprentice and the wolf. Apparently the wolves aren't as tough as I thought they were, so that's fine. Get the linen cloth there. I'm going to guess that the wolves will attack in a group if you're not careful. Okay, what's in here? Besides just a bunch of wood. Nothing. It's just a little abandoned, like, camp. Some sort. Thanks for getting lots of leather that we can use to make armor and stuff. Hopefully. I assume that was what this is going to be for. Now we got a malachite and another zircon. Never going to say no to treasure. Treasure's good. Now, where is... Where are the materials we want, though? Where's this? Aha! This looks like ore. And a wolf. Yes, son. Alright, let's keep mining some ore. There we go. So we got the tin ore. Now we need to find some copper ore. There's some. I'm going to guess that that's copper ore. Okay, there we go. Let's butcher up this pig. Alright, so we got plenty of ore for now. Let's head back to our base. I don't know what we're going to need to make this charcoal kiln. Let's see where we are map-wise. Yeah, so we're heading back home. Alright, let's build this charcoal pillar. Yeah, there we go. Get us recentered here. Build, not farming, crafting. Yeah, it's just stone. Alright. This feels very Valheim, if I'm honest. I'll just make charcoal. Okay. What's up with the charcoal pit? Okay. I don't think this charcoal pit worked real well. Let's see here. X to destroy. Grab the stones. And let's see if we can't build this a little better. Yeah, because I think we're going to want access to that front part there. Okay, let's try if that works better. There we go. That does work better. If we had core wood, we could make charcoal more quickly. So let's go ahead and create. Hold shift to create as much as possible. There we go. Alright. Looks like that'll process just fine without us having to sit here and babysit it. Get some more wood, because I just used all of it to make charcoal. No, didn't want to cut down an extra tree. Alright, well I guess we'll cut down this extra tree. The problem with holding down the E key is your character will just go on to the next available interaction task, which, I mean, is both good and bad. Like, it's not a bad thing. It's great if you're needing to do a lot of harvesting at once, but it does mean that you've got to, you know, pay attention and let go of it so you don't just end up, you know, grabbing everything. Nice and warm here. Okay, so it does take a little while to make the charcoal, but that's fine. So now it wants us to make a primitive furnace. We have plenty of stone for that. Let's rotate that around a little bit. We'll put that like right there. Alright. Smelt copper. So it wants a tin bar and copper bar, so we'll go 1 tin, 1 copper, and then we can put the tin and the bronze together to make a tin and bronze bar, or we can actually make it directly. There's like no efficiency lost, so let's go ahead and make one directly. So that's interesting, though. It's interesting you can take and make the bars individually. I guess that's probably because there's probably things you want to use tin for, things you want to use copper for, and then in case you make a bunch of them and realize you need tin or bronze, you can then turn them into bronze. Or if you just need bronze, you can just directly smelt the bronze. That's interesting. So, search along the debris in the coast for a rope, build a stash, and build an anvil to create heavy armor and weapons. So what's it take to make... Oh yeah, see? Tin cauldron right there. So you need tin for that. Iron cauldron for iron. The anvil requires 4 bronze bars. And the Spellforge. Okay, and then here's a sharpening wheel for fixing your metal tools and weapons. Okay. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and smelt up one more set of tin bronze, though. Let's have some out of charcoal, apparently. Let's go over here and grab the charcoal. There we go. So we'll just go ahead and smelt that. Let that sit there and think. Let's go look for that rope. It says it should be down here at the coast. Okay, these guys are apparently not going to let me have rope. Okay. Alright, we are... Let me chug a healing potion. Okay, so the mage guys can drop mana potions occasionally. There we go. Grab all that. This turtle apparently has decided he wants to smoke here. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we are running low on health, so let's see what we've got here. We'll go ahead and... So the turtle meat gives us intellect. We haven't cooked up the boar meat yet. Let's go ahead and eat one of these mushrooms for some extra hit points. Alright. I've got some more of these salt bone things over here, sea bones. Don't really want to eat one of those fireballs. We'll take the free mana potion. But I need a rope. Let's see here. Thankfully, the archer guys seem to not have 2 hit points. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay. So kiting kind of works here. Or if you can, like, you know, keep them kind of stun locked. Wouldn't mind a faster weapon. There we go. Oh, that's not what we're looking for. Let's see here what we have here. It's wood. Alright. Oh, we got a barrel. That's rub. Oh, goodness. We have a lot of friends here. Oh, that one got me. Alright, there we go. Let's get rid of this guy. Okay. Pepper. Healing potion. Rum. I'm gonna guess the rope will be somewhere out here. Yeah, I know our axe is wearing down. Another healing potion. More wood. Okay, okay, guys. Yep, I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. Okay, so it does have multi-hit. Ah, good lord. We lose experience when we die, and I couldn't hit the potion button fast enough, annoyingly. So, that's interesting. So that's kind of an old school RPG feel there. The whole losing experience when you die thing. Alright, let's see if we can't get our stuff back. Oh, good. It's all right there. That's nice. And you re-auto equip, which is nice. There we go. Don't really care about the turtle. I just wanted... Oh, this is locked. Getting lots of his rum. There's the rope. I'm guessing it's just like a rare drop. Okay, so we got the rope. So now it wants us to build a water well and a stash. We should have the stuff back at camp to build the anvil. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, there's our bronze bars. Build anvil. And we'll put the anvil like right here next to our workbench, and then farmland, nope, essentials. Well, so this needs stone, the wood, the rope, and a tin bar. Alright, we'll put the well over here. This looks like a nice place for it. And then it wants us to build a stash. Oh, portals. Lets you teleport between any active portals within the current world. Okay. And then we can build a raft. Storage. Chest. Stash. So we need 10 copper bars for that. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's grab our charcoal then. Alright. Copper. Well, we can create 6. We're going to have to go get some more copper. We make on... Oh, it needs a roof. Okay. Anvil needs a roof. Makes sense. Though we'll have to build an actual base here soon. But let's go get some more copper. Real quick, because I kind of want to see what we can do with the anvil. So we'll probably need some more copper and stuff for that. Okay, we need to head north. This is coastline. We need to cross the river up here. That's where we were seeing copper. I'm going to grab a few more stones just because, you know, we've been using them. Alright. I don't need the turtles, per se. Alright. I believe the copper and tin were up here. Yep, here's some copper right here. So we'll go ahead and load up on copper a little bit. Don't know how much longer our pickaxe is going to last, but since I get the impression we're going to need a lot of copper and bronze. Okay, so we do have a dodge. Come on. There we go. There we go. Alright. Definitely going to need a way to make healing potions at this rate. Because those animals can hurt kind of hard. And the slow heal is slow. Alright, but there we go. Load up on tin. So we're getting about, what, 3 ore per, it looks like. And that one was like 5. So how are we doing? So, I've got 6 charcoal. I've got 9 copper and 17 tin. Let's go ahead and grab a little more copper. Because we need like 10 copper bars to make that stash that it wanted us to make. Oh, we got some other stuff there in that one. So you can, so there are like rare drops from these things. Yeah, like there's another azurite right there. I'm gonna guess those gems and things are used for making like some of your magical equipment and stuff, would be my guess. There we go. How we do it now? So 21 copper, 17 tin. We'll grab a little extra tin because we do have a tin pot we could make for cooking. I'm gonna guess that it's for cooking anyways. Maybe it's for potion making. I don't know. Got a moss agate there. Another Zarkon. Yep. I know the pickaxe is wearing down. Be nice to get some metal tools though, as well. That way we can repair them. There you go. Alright. That should be all of that we need for now. There's more copper over there too. Okay, wolf. Just before you become a problem. There we go. Grab a couple of these mana mushrooms too while I'm at it. And then here we are back at base. There's our copper ingots. So we need what? How many more do we need? We have 7. So we need like 3 more. There's that. Alright. Okay, so as long as it's not raining, we can still use the anvil outside. Oh, we can make a tin wand. But oh yeah, see, they do have random stats. +2 random stats. There we go. So we can make a great sword, spear, dagger, mace, spellblade. What's this do? Spell power, 2 random stats, bronze sword. Kind of like the idea of a bronze sword. Yep, and here we go. Bronze hoe, bronze pickaxe, skinning knife, lumber axe. So yeah, so we want some bronze. But let's first things first make that stash. Go build stash. Oh yeah, so it's a centralized storage starting with 40 slots, each allowing up to a 200% stack size, so even bigger stacks, and can be further improved. Oh, it's like the storage crate adds to the stash. Packing table increases maximum stack size. Okay. So we'll do that like right here, I think, next to the campfire. Okay, so let's go into here. So let's put control. Right click. Right click puts it all in there. Okay. Nice. So let's see here. Increases elemental resistance by 15% for 1 minute. Okay, so rum is like a potion type thing. Let's throw the turtle meat in there. Let's throw the Zarkon in there, the resin, the leather scraps. I'm mostly doing this just to see if we can, like, craft from here. Just throw all that in there. Let's see what happens. It says it's a central repository. There's our flint skinning knife. Put the bones in here. Keep the arrows. Throw the charcoal in there for now. Alright, so we put all of that stuff in there. Okay, so obviously we can't see food, which that's not surprising. But it will pull wood from there. So there we go. Oh, the wolf meat, or the boar meat when cooked, gives us +20 stamina. So that's cool. Can I 2-shift click on that? No. It still only cooks one. So you can't queue these up. Suppose that makes sense, considering you can make multiple recipes, I'm guessing. So let's grill up a wolf meat as well. So that's +20 agility. Let's see what we get for these white caps. +10 health, +20, +10 mana. So that's a nice balanced one for the white caps. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Okay. But yeah, so we can craft out of our stash. That's very nice. Alright. Let's make some more. How much bronze do I have? Check the stash. Bronze. Not much. So let's make. Wait. I thought I had some bronze. That's fine. We'll make some bronze. Well, there we go. How much wood do we have? We have 5 wood, so I need to get some more wood. Let's knock this little tree out of the way. I don't want that. There we go. Alright, so we're going to at least make some metal tools, and then I think we'll probably call this episode there. You know, don't want it to be too long. I feel like one of my wood has gone into the thing. We've got a drowned mage. Oh, goodness, he hits harder. That's like some sort of elite mage. Alright, we got him, though. Hey, stop breaking my stuff. This is that undead can attack you at night thing. God. Alright, how do I repair things? Right click. Anything else damaged? That's damaged. 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 Did he seriously knock down the roof? They knocked down my... Oh, no, they didn't knock down my roof. Okay. Alright. Note to self. That's what the undead attacks mean. We now know what that modifier does to the world map. Alright. I have a resin stuck inside my... There we go. Okay, we got it. Alright. Let's make some charcoal. We'll make like 12 more. Or 16 more. There we go. Put away the rest of this wood. Stone and resin. And what's this? The rune of teleportation. It's a material of some sort. We got some bronze bars, which is good. We'll just throw those in there. We have some boots. Here we go. Mudstrap boots. Plus 3 stamina, plus 3 agility. So you do get stats from your armor. There we go. That answers that question. Critical damage, move speed. What about these? These have more critical damage. Less stamina, though. More armor, though. Slightly less movement speed. But they are better. Hold shift to compare. And so we get extra armor. We lose some movement speed. Oh, we do. And we lose some critical chance, but we gain critical damage. Huh. That's not what I meant. I wanted to put these on. There we go. Put those in there. Put these in here. Cloth in there. There we go. Now, if we go back into our inventory, we have this Skull of the Cursed Flamebearer. It teaches us the Incinerate skill, which I think is that thing that the guy was using against us. So let's learn that. Let's go to our skill tree here. Let's get Incinerate. I wonder if there's, like, some reason to, like, put these things together. Like, two having magic spells. Alright, hold on. Oh, I kind of like that. It certainly works. Drains mana, though. My goodness. You know how quickly that drains mana. They didn't do damage to anything, which is nice. Can we sleep in our bed? Oh, we can. And that increases our regen. Okay. Nice. Very nice. I'm going to smelt a few more bronze here. There we go. That should be enough. Now let's see what we can make tool-wise here. Alright, so I wanted to get a bronze pickaxe. A bronze skinning knife. There we go. Grab some more of the bars here. We can put away the stone pickaxe and the stone axe. And that. There we go. Because, in theory... There we go. And then if we come in here, we can get the lumber axe. Okay. So we have the axe, the skinning knife, the pickaxe. I think we're just missing the hoe. Which we'll go ahead and make. And it's starting to rain, so that was like perfect. There we go. Alright. So now we want to build this. So we need some more wood. Well, wood's easy enough to come by. Oh yeah, that axe works much better. There we go. And now if we want to fix these tools, we build this, which allows us to repair worn tools. And so if we come into here, it's raining, needs a roof. Okay, so there we go. I think this is a good little sampling of Beyond the Map. I like it. This game's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to end up playing a lot of this in my free time and not on stream. Let me know what you all think. Do you think Beyond the Map looks good? I mean, we only played it for like about 50 minutes. I like it. Definitely want to see where they go with this, and I definitely see the co-op feel to it. What's this do? Oh, increases our mana regen. That's what the wells does. Good to know. So, thank you all for hanging out with me. This has been Thalan McRom showing you all Beyond the Map. Clearly, I need to do some more layout on my base, but that's all right. Leave your comments, and if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe. I want to say a special shout out to my viewers who watch these episodes. Y'all help me out a lot. And to my patrons who throw me a little cash to help with the channel. You all also are great. So everyone who's supporting the channel and however they're doing it, watching videos or helping with the Patreon, y'all are fantastic. And we'll catch you all in the next episode. Thank you so much, folks.